Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you're having a lovely day. Unfortunately, Mr. Stefan Fisher of All Off-Road 4x4 Adventures is not having a lovely day because a company called DCS appears to be filing a suit against him for defamation. Unfortunately, Stefan is not having a lovely day. But at the end of this video, I hope that he is having a lovely day. Not only a lovely day, but an amazing day. And I hope that the lawyers over at DCS, as well as management and ownership, no longer have a lovely day as a result of me pointing out that not only did Stefan not do anything wrong, but that DCS might actually be in violation of Australian consumer protection law. Let's dig into this and see what went on. So Mr. Stefan Fisher has this channel, All Off-Road 4x4 Adventures. He reviews equipment that you use for going off-road. He doesn't have a bunch of sponsorships like certain people that I may talk about on YouTube from time to time. And as you can see, he just kind of does videos where he's just, going through the woods and stuff like this and just having fun. He does what YouTube was supposed to be for. He shares his joy with all of you. I share my joy when it comes to repair. I show my rants when it comes to companies that screw you over. Everybody on here is doing what they do. They're doing them. You do you, I do me. We create YouTube, broadcast yourself. That's what it's supposed to be. In the modern day, it's mostly a lot of this affiliate marketing, sponsored kind of garbage content, or content where somebody winds up being the PR and marketing firm of a trillion-dollar company. But what he did is he decided to do an honest review. He did a review of a DCS battery. Now, who is DCS? DCS produces lithium batteries that are designed to endure severe climates. Depending on the weather, our batteries can endure rain, heat, and cold. Deep Cycle Systems produces dependable, long-lasting battery life, and we're going to see if that's the case. As you can see on their website, they're not marketing their batteries as stuff that you use in a remote control. They are advertising these products for serious usage, for usage in solar systems, for usage in hybrid vehicles and starting stuff in hybrid vehicles. They're advertising this for marine and boat use. This is a battery that they are advertising is rugged and designed for this type of use. Now, Stefan talked very well about these batteries when he first got them. In later videos, he started showing that their capacity was dropping considerably. And he also started talking about the experience of other people in his craft that were experiencing the same thing. Upwards of 30 to 50% battery loss within the first several years, which is pretty bad. When he published his tests on his review, he was using equipment like the Maker Hark, like the R-Torch DL24. I'm so sorry for butchering the pronunciation of all these things. Point being, he did a full open presentation on the equipment that he used, how he performed these tests. He had independent people verify that he did these tests correctly. He was completely open and transparent about his testing process on his channel, showing you what he did, and he verified these tests with other people who had similar experiences within his hobby. He also talked about the fact that DCS had said that there are kilometer-related issues regarding the lifespan of the battery. If you go a certain number of kilometers, it may not last. However, that's not what they say in their own warranty material. When you take a look, this warranty does not talk about kilometer-related use. It talks about whether or not the battery fails to deliver 80% of its rated capacity during the warranty period for normal installations, or 70% of the rated capacity during the warranty period when installed inside engine bays or engine compartments. Now, we're going to come back to this part soon, because if there's anything I hate on this channel that most of you watching hate, it's when a company changes the terms of the sale after the sale. He showed the results of these tests, and these tests showed severe capacity loss. He also talked about people that tried to file warranty claims and how they were given the runaround. He talked about how DCS did their own tests, and that unlike his very fairly transparent test that has been verified by many people to be a fine way to test a battery, many people had questions about DCS's testing methodology. Now, you have to understand, again, everybody has this bias as a business owner where we are biasing reputation against losing money. On my company, I tend to bias a little bit, like if I have a 1-year warranty on an ad, and those of you who have bought from me, you know this is true, and something fails like 14 months in, I'll just tell Patrick, just send them out another one and tell them to send this one back on the honor system. We usually do that because I care about reputation. I care about reputation. At the same time, if somebody drops their phone 10 times and comes into my store cursing out the front desk clerk, I am not giving you warranty for something you cracked. At the end of the day, in spite of all this, we have to acknowledge that all private businesses have an incentive structure to not honor the warranty by their customers. The reason that they do this is because if they honor the warranty, they lose money, they create a precedent that many other people may complain about the same thing, and so on and so forth. So DCS had their own system for testing the batteries that were sent to them, and surprise, surprise, that system seems to be a little bit different in the system that Stefan very transparently demonstrated in his own videos and had third parties verify was a good way to test the batteries. Now, if you take a look at their website over here, you'll notice something where they talk about the batteries. They'll say that the battery will be determined to be defective if it fails to deliver less than 80% of its rated capacity during the warranty period for normal installations. The battery will be determined to be defective if it fails to deliver less than 70% of its rated capacity during the warranty period when installed inside engine bays or engine compartments. Policy last updated 14th June 2021. They put the date backwards. They're Australian. They can't help it. They drive in the wrong side of the road. Their toilet water spins the wrong way down. They don't mean to be like that. They were just born that way. You can't hold it against them unless their name is Paul Daniels. But moving on and being serious with this, let's take a look at this. Is Stefan's video on this company defamation? Or is it honest and accurate consumer advocacy and protected speech? So they claim this policy was last updated June 14th, 2021, to put the date around properly. I am doing this video today on July 23rd, 2024. That's when I loaded the website. So I decided to go to archive.org and take a look at this. And unfortunately, when I go to archive.org, the last mention that I can find is of February 7th, 2023. I clicked around a little and I couldn't find anything. And when I dug a little bit more, I got this 503 service unavailable from archive.org. So I decided to do more digging. Are there any websites that actually specialize in dealing with .au websites where the toilet water goes down the wrong way, they drive in the wrong side of the road, and they put the date the wrong way? So I found the website over here that actually does archiving. This is webarchive.nla.gov.au, and I'll provide the link in the description down below. This over here says March 25th, 2022, and when we scroll down over here, you'll notice that we have something different. The battery will be determined to be defective if it fails to deliver less than 80% of its rated capacity during the warranty period. And if I search for the number 70 in my browser, you'll notice that it never shows up. So over here, you can see that this is the policy. Policy last updated June 14th, 2021, no change in date. If I take a look over here, this is October 28th, 2022. We have the same thing, 80%, never mentioned 70. If we take a look over here, we have March 9th, 2023, still is 80. And then when we click over here, you'll notice that on November 7th, 2023, and when we scroll down to the bottom of the website, you'll see that it still says policy last updated June 14th, 2021. You lying fucking scumbags. I fucking dare you to sue me for defamation. You have sued this man for defamation. You are going after him because you believe that he does not have the resources to defend himself. Guess what? I do. I am not afraid of bullies, and I never will be. You are in the wrong. You are claiming that this person has committed defamation, and you are trying to get him to take his videos off of YouTube that rightly criticize your product's claim, and your company. You are claiming defamation while simultaneously misleading your customers. You may have a customer that purchased this product before November 7th, 2023, that maybe they didn't check their warranty, who has the right to a warranty where they're covered under any usage if it goes below 80% within that particular time frame. You changed the terms of the sale without informing your customers, and you lied to them. The definition of the word lie is a false statement with deliberate intent to deceive, an intentional untruth, something intended or serving to convey a false impression, or an inaccurate or untrue statement, a falsehood. So you are accusing somebody of defamation while committing the factual dictionary definition of a lie. In my opinion, these scumbags, and yes, I will call them scumbags, it's not defamation if it's true. What they have done is they have lied by the dictionary.com definition of it, and I, and at least 2 million people in my audience, would believe that when somebody lies to violate consumer rights, that makes them despicable. These scumbags changed the warranty policy on their website, meaning that if you had purchased this battery in March of 2023, you purchased that battery with a blanket warranty if your capacity drops below 80%. If you had never clicked on the warranty terms of service and you had an issue with your battery in December of 2023, you would not know that your battery was covered under an 80% warranty. You would think, wrongfully so, that that battery was only covered under a 70% warranty. This probably strikes you as strange because usually either one or two things is true. A, a website is completely off the radar and archive.org has no archives or snapshots of it. Or B, that website is on the radar and you will see everything from that website for the past 2 or 5 or 10 years. If you look up rossmangroup.com, you can find this website from back in 2010. You can't find some of the 2008, early 2009 stuff, but you can find 2010. Rossmansupply.com, a company that was defunct in 2013, you can find everything in numerous updates. It was really interesting that this company that's been around for quite a while, that's had a website for a long period of time, for some reason, only has archive.org from February 2024 onwards. And it's also very interesting that when you take a look at this, their terms of service changed between March of 2023 and November of 2023. There are users of these batteries that have reached out to me that said that they reached out to DCS and asked when these battery terms and conditions changed. And these same individuals said that that is when they were no longer able to access those older pages on archive.org. Now, I am not going to say that I know for a fact that DCS did something to take those pages off the Wayback Machine. I just think it's kind of funny that they happen to disappear at that same time. I also think it's a damn good thing that there are other websites out there that archive things in case they're missing from archive.org. And I'm sure that the folks that work at DCS, especially their legal department, are glad that Trove exists as well. It's so much fun when for once, I get to do the South Park Cable Company CEO thing and say, yeah, I have another archiving website. Yes, finally, the customer wins. And if you had not gone to some Australian government archive website, you would have thought that that policy was in place from June 14th, 2021. You would be under the impression that even though you purchased your battery in March of 2023, that you only had a 70% battery warranty, even if you had an 80%, because their website changed the terms of the sale and pretended that they didn't change. Stefan did not commit an act of defamation against you, but you did mislead your customers on the warranty. Further, you do not support your customers when they have a warranty issue. What Stefan did is he provided a factual review of your products. It is bad enough that on this piece of garbage platform that we do not have the ability to see downvotes anymore. As a result of not being able to see downvotes, you don't know when you're watching a video at first glance whether or not this video is a video that's probably full of shit. When you see 2,000 upvotes and 300,000 downvotes, you have an idea that maybe there's something fishy here. We don't have that anymore. It's bad enough that this platform is filled with reviews from people who are doing all this affiliate marketing trash as a way to pay the bills, or sponsored content where God knows whether or not the person who's talking about the product is actually being honest. You got people with 19 million damn subscribers that are essentially acting as the PR arm for $3 trillion companies that violate consumer rights, that talk about shit like longevity not being related to durability. The companies that people that don't even know what longevity means, because literally the way to make the device more durable would be to make it longer. If it was longer, it would have been better. Longer is better, as women have been telling me from 2005 to 2024. There's something to that. There is no way that making that cable longer would have resulted in the device being less durable on devices that you refused to cover under warranty after accepting and changing your design once you figured out that it was faulty. You Apple executive lying, gaslighting pieces of shit. There are heroes on YouTube like Mr. Steve Burke at Gamers Nexus that actually care about providing factual reviews, that don't shove sponsored bullshit down your throat, that don't care more about their relationships with C-level executives at companies that lobby against consumer rights than he does about his own ability to be honest with his audience. People like Steve Burke don't do what is easy. They do what is easy to live with. And that's why I have respect for Steve Burke. But reviewers like Steve Burke at Gamers Nexus are not the norm, and they are becoming more and more rare as time goes on, which is why we need to protect people that provide this level of coverage on anything on this platform. We already have enough shit to deal with on this platform without people going after smaller YouTubers who don't have the capacity to defend themselves. But guess who does? I do. I fucking dare you. If there's one thing that I despise in this world, it is bullies. I fucking dare you to sue me for defamation. I have gotten 4 laws passed in 3 states in 2 years using $1 million that I raised from both my audience and the co-founder of WhatsApp. I have shown up in front of state legislatures. I have spoken in front of 10 people, and I have spoken in front of 1,000 people. I have made people that make $100,000 to $300,000 a year professionally to argue against schmucks like me look stupid in front of 100 to 1,000 people. I will happily do that to you. You want to take me to court? I will record the entire thing. I will bring every fact of the case, and I will factually and logically destroy you for lying about this person's content and for trying to remove honest and accurate reviews of your products. You pick on the little guy. You pick on people that can't defend themselves. Guess what? I have the money to defend myself. I have the money, if necessary, to hire a lawyer if you file a false defamation claim on this content that accurately describes the fact that your website is misleading people on warranty. And I will include the citations in the video description below. I am not afraid of bullies. I take on bullies every single day. You people are bullies, and you are picking on this small channel because they factually, objectively, and transparently demonstrated how you did not cover your products under warranty, how you changed the terms of the sale after the sale, and how your products have capacity issues in spite of the fact that they are being utilized in the manner in which you advertise those products. You want to take me to court to defamation? Let's have fun. You want to be the bitch? Be the whole bitch. Go after somebody your own fucking size. Try suing somebody who has the money to defend himself, because I do. I could afford my own lawyer without having to go to GoFundMe, and I would have a ball going to court and filming the entire factual dismantling of every single one of your false claims. You want to be the bitch? Be the whole bitch and go after somebody your own fucking size. On this channel, when Apple asked me to remove my content, I did not. I have gone out of my way to tell Google to go F themselves on their own platform. I don't listen to bullies. I don't respond to bullies. And I will never back down in the face of a company like this. Going after somebody who left a factual, honest, and transparent review with all the information that independent users have on how to conduct those tests themselves and come to their own conclusions. What you have done is you have bullied that YouTuber. Now a word on Mr. Stephen Fisher. I know this is going to be unpopular, but it has to be said. Sir, you have double the subscribers that I had when Apple and their attorneys at Kilpatrick and Townsend called me requesting politely that I take down my video. They had reasons for me wanting me to take down my video, and there were legal reasons behind them asking me to take down my video. I never took down my video. This video shows you how to fix an A1466 MacBook Air if the resistor, which acts as a fuse between the motherboard and the trackpad, which is also the keyboard controller, happens to die, so that you could fix your device yourself without having to go 1 to 2 weeks without it and sending it to Apple for a $750 repair. This video was educational. I was morally in the right. I was ethically in the right. And because I knew I was morally and ethically in the right, it didn't matter that my channel had less than half the subscribers that yours did, nor did it matter that I was going up against a company that at the time had something like a $500 billion to $1 trillion market cap. I knew that if I gave into the bully once, that I'd be giving into the bully every single time. Further, you have to understand that there are people out there that are going to stick up for you. They're going to stand up for you, but they can't stand up for you if you take down your videos. Sir, you took down your videos. I had to contact you personally to find these videos because they are privated. And anybody that watches your content that is new to your content is not going to be able to see that your videos did nothing wrong. If you take your videos down, there may even be a question in people's minds as to whether or not you believe that they are defamation when they are not. You need to put your videos back up, sir, because you did nothing wrong. In the words of the great Art Carney.
That's right. He's going to push you and him in a bookend. You got nothing to worry about, Ralph. You're in the right. Nobody can push you around.
I was in the right when I made that video, which is why I never privated it. And you are in the right right here. And as long as you are in the right, you can never let somebody push you around, because there are people on YouTube that will defend you. But in order to defend you, in order to create factual, legal, and electronics engineering based defenses to everything that you said so that you could win in court even if you didn't have a lawyer, you need to let these people view your content. They need to be able to organically find it. There are heroes on YouTube, like Mr. Steve Burke at Gamers Nexus, that'll be more than happy to go over something like this. There are people like Mr. Dave Jones at EEV Blog, who lives in Australia, who is a professional electronics engineer, who I am confident would be more than happy to go over every single detail of your case and go over why DCS is wrong, why what you did is factually and objectively correct according to best practices in electronics engineering, and why DCS doesn't have a foot to stand on. There are many people that will be happy to support you, but when you take your content down, A, they can't watch it to figure out if you're right, so there's always going to be that little bit of doubt in their mind as to whether or not DCS is a point. B, they're not going to be able to even see it even if they didn't have doubts about you, to actually respond to it. And C, above all, it sends a message that you, not just you, but every other product reviewer on YouTube that provides factual, honest, objective reviews can be bullied. Do not allow yourself to be bullied. Trust in the community. Trust that there are a community of people that will stand behind you if you are morally and ethically in the right. There are many reasons that I have lost hair in the past 10 years that I have been on YouTube, to the point where even Lacey at Diesel Barbershop can barely make this look like anything but the rug that it is. There are many reasons that I've lost the amount of hair that I have. And one of them is the fact that I was afraid that a company with an approximate $1 trillion market cap was going to destroy my business. I kept the video up anyway. I trusted in the community. I trusted that people would rally around me if I did the right thing, and that's what happened. At that point in time, I had approximately 50 to 150 videos up demonstrating how to do repairs that everybody back then was keeping private. Nowadays, after 2017, 18, 19, 20, you got hundreds of Facebook groups with people publicly talking about board repair, dozens of channels going over all this stuff. Back in 2012, 2013, you didn't have this stuff. Anybody that knew how to do this stuff kept it close to the vest because they believed that they would lose business if they were able to help somebody else. I helped other people and I did the right thing, even before my channel was monetized, before anybody knew who I was. As a result of it, when somebody larger came after me, they rallied around me, the community helped me, and they won. But in order to do that, you have to keep your content up. You are in the right, and because you're in the right, you should let nobody push you around. Let other people help you. Put your videos back up, sir. Make them public so everybody can see that you never defamed DCS, but rather you provided an accurate representation of their failings. I'm sure there are many people with much more money, much more exposure, much larger audiences, and much better legal teams than I have that would be more than happy to stand up for you. I have always said on this channel for the past 12 years, don't trust me. But I will ask you to trust in the community, and I will ask you to trust in the idea that if you are in the right, if you tell the truth, whatever happens is going to be the best possible thing. But in order for you to tell the truth, you need to have a voice, which means that your videos must go back to being public. In conclusion, Stephen Fisher is a consumer advocate. I am a consumer advocate. By going after Stephen Fisher, you are also going after me. Not just me, but everybody on this website that provides honest, truthful, objective, transparent, unsponsored reviews that are honest to their viewers. I am crazy. I have always been crazy. I am not afraid of the people that I should be afraid of. I'm not afraid of New York City's tax department when they try to take me for everything I own. I'm not afraid of the person that tried to stab me 10 years ago while I was walking home from Marcy Avenue, a person who left that situation considerably worse off than I did. And I'm not afraid of you. I don't like bullies. Google my resume and look up what I've been doing for the past 12 years. And if you want to, there's a Texas saying that I feel like I've finally assimilated to. Fuck around and find out.